The silence that destroys our country, Nigeria. Nigeria is not destroyed by its corrupt leaders, but by the silence of the people they oppress. I repeat that again. Nigeria is destroyed by the silence of the people which the politicians oppress, the corrupt leaders oppress. You know, corrupt politicians do not need to be powerful. They only need you to be quiet. That is what gives them power. When you are quiet, they begin to perpetrate their evil more and more. This is why we don't need to be quiet. This is why we need to rise up and fight for our country. Every time you say nothing, this is what happens. Every time you say the following. For example, when you say there is no point, what you are doing is that you are telling yourself defeat is inevitable before the fight has even begun. And when you say nothing will change in Nigeria, it means you are guaranteeing that nothing changes, but refuses to be part of the solution. And when you say, I don't want trouble, I don't want to be part of it, you are choosing temporary comfort while feeding the very problem that troubles us as a nation. You see, therefore, silence is not natural. Silence is not neutral. I mean, but silence chooses the side of defeat and hopelessness, which means when you're silent, it means you're saying that I've already been defeated and I have no hope. It's hopelessness for me. It's what many Nigerians are choosing to do today. You see, history has never been kind to the silent, to the people that are silent in the nation. This is why history has not been kind to Nigeria. This is why you see the destruction has been going to Nigeria for years has been going on, because many Nigerian feel they have been kept quiet, feel they can't say nothing. This is why the politicians keep doing what they are doing, keep damaging the country. Now, the 100 years trap. What do I mean by 100 years trap? Many Nigerians do not only fear the suffering of today, they also fear that their children will suffer the same tomorrow. So by refusing to act, nothing changes for past 10 years. For the past 10 years, nothing has changed. Then we've got to 20 years, nothing has changed. If we get to 50 years, and nothing will change. This is how Nigeria may fall into the 100 years trap if you do not act. It makes you to know that a century of repeating the same failures will continue to live in a trap for 100 years, which Nigeria has been living for years, failures after failures, and the citizens are continue to keep quiet. This is why you see it has been a trap for Nigeria for decades, and this is the strategy the politicians have been using to keep so many Nigerians in trap. The question is not, can we change the situation? The question is, do you want your children to inherit this pain? Do you want your children to inherit this pain you are going through? Ask yourself that question as you go through the slides. Now, who is the real enemy? The real enemy. The real enemy is the politician conditioning your mind, conditioning you by giving you the following. One, conditioning you to make you stay divided. When they make you stay divided, they do this by tribe against tribe, religion against religion, while the real problem remain untouched. This is what been going on for years: tribalism, ethnic sentiment, and tribal sentiment. This is what they have been using to divide the nation, and this is what have been keeping them in power for years. The real problem that's facing Nigeria is not touched. They keep looting, corruption going on every day, and the situation keep escalating while they keep using those things to divide Nigeria. Another thing is that they don't want you to question them. This means you are accepting things the way they are, which has become the norm in Nigeria now. Everybody has accepted. Most Nigeria accepted what the situation they are in. Don't challenge the authority. They don't want to speak. They don't want to challenge the authority. They say don't demand better governance. They don't want to demand anything, good from the government. So whatever the government tells them, they take it, they don't question. And another thing they want you to follow blindly. This is what the politicians want you to do, to follow them blindly. Believe whatever you are told. Don't think critically. Don't seek the truth. This is why you see so many people are still deceived today. So you see the likes of coalition came out, they tell you they have done these years over again. They formed a coalition in 2015, they formed coalition. The coalition brought us to where we are now. Now they have coming to you again to tell you another coalition, and most Nigerians, I believe them. This is what they have used to hold you in bondage. Follow them blindly. Accept your suffering. Most Nigerians today have accepted their suffering. They say, this is just how things are. This is our fate. There's nothing we can do. This is what the politicians make you to believe. And most Nigerians today have believed this. Once people believe these things, you don't need to be changed. You don't need change. Their mind become prison. This is what politicians have used to, and praising most Nigerians. They don't need to give you, use physical change to change you. Once your mind, they began, program, condition you in this line of what I've just stated out. One, stay divided, don't question, follow blindly, accept your suffering. You don't need change. They have already changed your mind. But the moment you reject conditioning, the system will collapse. This is why I want all of us, well-meaning Nigeria, well-thinking Nigeria, who still believe that Nigeria will work again, should break out from conditioning. Let's come together and begin to form how we can break this chain of conditioning. Now, what if everyone acted for just 14 days? What do I mean by that? For example, what if the leadership, for example, the leader followed the law? If every corrupt politician followed the law for just 14 days, the entire nation would shift. No one collect bribe, no bribe giving, no bribe taking. If everyone refused to give bribe or take bribe for just 14 days, half of corruption will collapse. Treat others as equal. If everyone treat others as equal just for 14 days, tribal and religious division will lose their power. Do you understand the power you have been wasting, Nigerians? Do you understand this power that you have been waiting for years? Just for 40 days, if everyone act the way they're supposed to do. The leader follow the law, no bribe giving or taking, treat others as equal. Nigeria will change just for 14 days. I'm not talking of 14 years, 14 days. This is the power you have been wasting. If you are watching me now, Nigerians, this is the power you've been wasting. Let us rise and change our country. Let us rise together and change our country. Now, the nature of excuses. Nigeria is a nation of excuses. Nigerians are nations of excuses. People living in Nigeria, Nigeria people, they live in a nation of excuses. The soundtrack of people of a broken society. What I mean by soundtrack? Soundtrack means what normally comes out of those people that live in a nation of a broken society like that of Nigeria. One, this is what come out from most of them. One, the leaders are corrupt. Number two, the system is bad. Number three, I am just one person. What can I do? I am just what can I do? I can't change the situation. Nothing will be changed. Nothing can be changed. It is not my fault. It is not my job. I am tired. I don't care. Once people begin to say all those things, the society is already broken. This is what is going on in Nigeria today. Most people say the leaders, once they just believe the leaders are corrupt, the system is bad. I can't do anything. Nothing will change. Even if I say anything, it is not my fault. It is not my job. I am tired. The whole system is, I'm tired of the whole system. I don't care. This is what happened in a broken society. And at the moment, Nigeria is a broken society, and this is what most Nigeria sound like. And this is what mentality I want us to change when you watch this video. The corrupt politician want you to, want you to be tied. They want you tied by causing the following. This is what the corrupt politician used to tie most Nigeria. They want you tied to whatever they tell you by causing the following. One, by causing hopelessness. How do they cause that? Make them believe nothing works, which is what is going on in Nigeria today. Many Nigerians believe nothing works anymore. The institution has collapsed. No rule of law, criminality everywhere. Banks even the private organization don't work anymore. Everything in the system is collapsed. This is what they make you believe. One, another thing they make you believe is, they make you do. It's division. Make them fight each other, which is going on in Nigeria today. Everyone is fighting one another. Communities are fighting communities. Even communities in the same community are fighting themselves. The same tribe are fighting themselves. This is what the politician has caused in Nigeria. Association, exhaust them. Make them look so tired. Make them too tired to resist. Now, by the time they exhort everybody, it makes you look too tired to even push forward, to question them, to question whatever they do, to question their corruption, to question their fraud, which is what is going on today. Most Nigerians are tired. Therefore, they cannot resist. Whatever the politicians do, they believe. Dependency. So most Nigerians do depend on them. They sing their praises. They hear them. Even if they know that these guys are corrupt, they praise them because they make them depend on crutches, on crumbs, on the leftover politician. They are looting the wealth of Nigeria. They make so many Nigeria live in crumbs, feed from hand to mouth. So because of that, they are dependent on them. This is what Nigeria has conditioned. Politicians are conditioned so many Nigeria to be. Oppressors don't always use gun. Mind you, they don't use gun. They don't use gun. Oppressors, they don't use gun. They use extortion, which I've just explained above. It is the perfect system which the politicians have been using for years. A tired society is easy to control, like Nigeria. As it is today, Nigeria is a tired society. So it is very easy to control. A strategy that is being used by corrupt Nigeria by politicians for decades, and they are still using today. The greatest act of rebellion is refusing to be tired. Once all of us come together and refuse to be tired, the system of corrupt politicians will be crumbled. This is why I'm bringing this presentation to you in a slide so that you read it over, go over this presentation, read it over and digest it and still feel if you will keep quiet, if you will not come together for us to fix our country, because this is what we need to do. We all need to come together as a people to fix our nation. No foreign nation will come and fix Nigeria for us. No individual will fix Nigeria for us. It will be a collective effort by all of us to fix our nation. This is why I'm bringing this slide to you to read through, to digest this into you, so that the decision will not be left for you to make, whether you will be part of this movement, whether you will still sit and fold your hands before 2027. The divide and rule playbook. This is what the politicians use. They create enemies among the people, turn neighbors into adversaries based on tribe, religion, and region. They turn people against each other based on tribal and religious sentiment, which they have used to keep themselves in power for years, and they are still using it. Make them fear each other. This is what is going on in Nigeria. Politicians have divided, neighbors against themselves, communities against themselves. Amplify differences, spread suspicions, build walls between communities. This is what's going on in Nigeria today. That people no longer believe themselves, people no longer trust themselves. Neighbors, this is why you see killings, fight today all over the place. This is what politicians has caused, so that they can begin to stay in power forever. distract them from the real problem. You know, these issue that is going on in Nigeria today, you see drama all over the place. Even in the Senate, in the presidency, they lie to you today, they be propaganda. All this I am used to distract you from the real problem, which is corruption, stealing, and destroying the nation. This is what they have used. I mean, they are kill and the virus they'll be using to keep themselves in power for years. Keep them fighting one another forever. This will be going on. Communities are fighting communities. States are fighting states. Neighbors are fighting neighbors. This is what politicians have used to suppress Nigeria for years. A divided people can never unite against their true oppressors, which has been the strategies of the politicians, the corrupt Nigerian leaders. This is what they be using. Because they know once Nigerians are divided, they will keep looting, they will keep, installing themselves in power forcefully, which is what they've been doing. These strategies has worked for Nigeria corrupt politicians for decades and is still working. The moment the cities realize that they are not each other's enemy, the entire system will collapse. This is what I want us to come together to do. By the time you watch this video, you go through these slides, it's not left for you to decide whether it is time for us to come together to save our nation. The hardest question. Now, this is the hardest question. You want a better country, right? But there's just a question. If you want a better country, are you willing to make the sacrifice? Are you willing to come out and let's put our hands together to save our country? Not just sitting on the fence. It is easy to demand change. Most of us will demand want Nigeria to change. Do you think the foreign nation will come and change Nigeria for you? But it is harder to be changed. It is harder to be the change that pushes for transformation. You want a change, but you don't want to be the part of the change. How will that be possible if you don't want to be the part of the change? Like I said, Nigeria will work again. But if Nigeria must work again, it will be our collective effort to come together and build our nation. Now, if you want a responsible leader, become part of a movement that brings this change. This is why I want you to be part of this movement that will bring change in Nigeria. Don't sit and watch. Don't say some people will do it for you. It is our collective effort to make Nigeria great again. If you want unity, stop believing in the ethnic and religious sentiment politicians are used to dividing us. If you want unity, you want Nigeria to move forward, stop believing in those lies that the politicians are using to divide us. The nation you want start with you. That is what you should take at the back of your mind. The nation you want, Nigeria you want today, start with you. It begins with you. How does it begin with you? When you join hands, when we all come together to work, to form, to bring out some strategies on how we are going to defeat these corrupt politicians come 2027 general elections. Begin to prepare yourself, and this is what we need to do. By the time you go through these slides, digest those slides, think about it if you still want to sit on the fence or you want to join this movement after watching these slides. Now, this is why we come up with Light Up Nigeria. Light Up Nigeria has been there for like 2 to 3 years now. Now we want to take it to another dimension. In every society that transforms, it always starts with millions. Believe that. Just know that. It is not millions of people that transform a nation. It started with a spark, a small group. If you are awakened mind, this is why I'm looking for just 100 awakened minds. 100 people that their minds are awakened. 5% of a population can shift the direction of an entire country. Nigeria is over 200 million. 5% of 200 million can shift the population. The population, the numbers I'm even looking for now is not even up to 5% of Nigeria population. I'm looking for just 100 Nigerians, young and old, young and old, especially the young people, the youth, 100 young people. I'm looking for young and old. Come together. Let's join hands together to transform our nation. It's why we bring up Light Up Nigeria. What does Light Up Nigeria represent? It represents light of the truth, exposing manipulation and lies, light of unity, destroy divisions through shared humanity, light of responsibility. Change begins with you. If you want change to come to Nigeria, you have to get involved. You don't have to sit on the fence. Light of courage, stand up for what is right. Don't be afraid. Don't say it will not work. Don't say things will not change. If I speak, they won't listen. Do it first. Speak first and see if they will listen. Give it a try. Make a move. You don't need everybody one. We don't need everyone today. We just need the first part, which will be you. Be the first part. This is why I say I just need 100 people who are willing and courageous to follow through on this struggle. If you are one of those 100 people, drop a comment or drop a message on the inbox and you are ready to follow this, struggle, this movement. Then we will get back to you and let you know the way forward on how we are going to spread this across the nation. Let us rise up. Let us rise up and light up Nigeria. Be the light Nigeria is looking for. Say that I am the light of Nigeria. When you watch this video, I am the light of Nigeria. Or comment on this video. Say I am the light of Nigeria. Put on the comment section, I am the light of Nigeria. Or if you are willing to be one of those 100 people that will shake this nation, that will shake Nigeria, that will change Nigeria for good, put the comment on this session or send us a message through the inbox. We will get back to you on how we will take it for them. Let the people awaken. Let the Nigeria people awaken. Let the light rise. Because as it is now in Nigeria, Nigeria is in total darkness. Let the light rise and Nigeria get working again. Thank you once again for watching this video. God bless you. Bye-bye.